Yes. Right. So as far as like going back to what you grew up on, like so you grew up on what, like 90s hip hop, underground hip hop, because not
Yeah.
you're from Jersey originally, right?
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
So a lot of people didn't know that.
Right. Yeah. Central Jersey. Shout out to Bridgewater, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? So that was where I came up. I mean, like really, for me, I started young, because in the 80s, so like we got 84, 85.
Mm-hmm.
That's really when I started listening to rap music. And so like my favorite rappers when I was young were like Dougie Fresh and Heavy D and Run DMC.
Right.
And like early LL. Like I was in, like Salt and Pepper first came out, you know what I'm saying? Like that 85, 86. And then like that next class when it was KRS One and Chuck D and Rakim and Kane and EPMD, all that.
Right.
Like that late 80s class that came in, that was my favorite, you know. So then by the time I get to high school, now we're, you know, it's a different day. You know what I'm saying? Like Q is solo. What are we listening to?
Yeah.
Cypress Hill.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah.
Like Public Enemy's still on fire at that point, you know what I'm saying? So it was just, I don't know, it was like that whole transition. Like I've been in it since 85 though. Like just following it like a sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like that's what's funny, it's like I still follow it that way.
Right.
And like that's my job.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah.
Like while people looking at stats, you looking at charts, you looking at,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm like checking out the new albums. I'm seeing who's out every week. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fan. I'm the same fan as that kid in '85. You know
Yeah, that's
I'm
what's
the
up.
same fan.
That's what I was gonna ask you too, man. One of the questions I wanted to ask you, you know, excuse me, I deal with this from people who rap or want to be rappers or whatever, right?
Yeah.
How do you do it without getting to the point where you're like, man, I don't want to do this shit no more. Like, I'm just, I'm burnt out. Because, you know, we both know a lot of cats who are really talented, whether they make beats, whether they rap, whether they DJ. But at some point, you know, you see a lot of cats be like, man,
look, man,
I'm tired. I don't want to do this shit.
I'm telling you right now, like, I've been there for a while. Yeah, I'm like, man, all right, let's try to, like, find something else out of this. You know, so I mean, yeah, I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
Like, but then I also see dudes I came up listening to still in it and still doing it. So like that's one like motivation. Like I look at my favorite DJs, I'm saying Jazzy Jeff and even Flex. You know what I'm saying?
Still
but like,
doing it.
Yeah, like these dudes are still out there, still doing it. You know, Spin Bad. What's my man?
Scratch?
Yeah. Yo, Scratch. Definitely one of my top 5 all time.
Wow. Yeah.
You know? So like I see these dudes still out there and like they've grown and like evolved. They never stopped getting better. Man, Jazzy Jeff's probably the best he's ever been in his career now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't
like
even
he's
argue
still
with that.
getting better. Like because he never stops. He keeps trying new things. My man DJ Craze, another one of my favorites. Craze is a whole nother thing from when we first heard Craze.
Yeah, he was. That's the cat from Miami, right?
Like Scratch DJ.
Yeah. DMC
man,
champion
like
and
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he's like he has grown into what he's become today. He's like a whole nother thing. He's got a whole new group of fans who don't even know him from that. You know, so it's like if he can do it, I can do it. Like I can still stay in the game. I'm still gaining new fans today. Because like I can evolve and do different things, different styles of music, different parties, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you know, people get so caught up on that whole bullshit about being washed up or if you're older you can't do this, do that.
Right.
Man, look, real shit. I just saw Ice-T video.
Yeah.
Like Ice-T 59 years old, man. He got a new single out.
Ice-T still rap now.
He can still rap. Yeah. And people don't understand just because you're older.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it might be just hip hop, bro, because you never see
really
like
is.
a guitarist being like, yo,
I know where
fuck
you're going.
Led Zeppelin.
That's right,
like,
yeah.
It's
yeah,
always rap shit.
Why don't we treat our legends like rock and roll treats their legends, or like
or
jazz,
even country,
or you know what I'm saying? Even house music shows a lot of love to the OG dudes who are still out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop, I feel like Now, recently, I would say in the last, I don't know, 5 to 10 years, because now you got all the people who were like in the 80s and 90s who were, kids are now the adults. So now you're starting to see a lot more of these like old school shows, or like the artists from the 80s and 90s will go on tour. They'll do a whole package tour. You'll get like, you know what I'm saying, like Kid and Play and Salt and Pepper and like a bunch of people, and they'll go and tour. And people come out, you know what I'm saying? Because there's enough of us still around who's, we're not going to the new kid show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just because we're not listening to that. And then we can go see Nice and Smooth, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But see, I always thought that's what, what set hip-hop apart from a lot of other genres of music, is that, you can get a lot of the younger old mix coming to some of these shows.
That's right.
But
That's right.
Like,
I don't know why the young side fights it. I guess because the old side is hating on the young stuff.
Right.
So the young people just hate back.
I've been there too, yeah.
But I mean, if we show love to the new stuff, like
Then
they
maybe
would
they'll
probably
show love
listen.
back.
Yeah, exactly. Like they would listen and see where it came from. They're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where that reference comes from. Because you hear something that like Rakim said in a song that was sampled, or somebody like reflipped his line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's what's
it's
up,
there.
man. So you looking forward to any? You got any new projects or anything? I mean, what we looking forward to seeing from you like the rest of the year?
Man, so as far as like production wise, I hadn't done anything in a very long time.
Right.
Like, I mean, 3 to 4 years. But my number one project for the rest of this year is starting on making a monumental music album. So
Right.
like an album from the whole collective, and it'll have production from everybody in the crew. Help me if I forget anybody here. So who we got producers? We got
You got D. Allen.
Yeah, like D. Allen, Sam Brown,
Kansai.
and then
VI.
like VI, absolutely. But then even anybody else that we're close with, you know what I'm saying? Other people that are in our circle, like monumental music. I don't know if it's like really, like, I don't know if we have set members. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's people
There's so many people
who are close with us, like a lot of the rappers that we're gonna have on it. Like, what's my man? He was at the open mic.
Are you talking about P. Grant?
Yeah, P. Grant. Shout out to P. Grant.
Yeah, shout out P. Grant.
Like P. Grant's definitely going to be on there. Pat Grady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people like that are going to be on it, but it's definitely going to be Solomon, Fuzz Jacks, Mine's One, VI rap too.
Yeah.
Sam Brown rap
Sam
too.
Brown rap too.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like and then everybody else around, Jamox. I mean, I don't even know who else we got.
Yeah, you probably
There's a whole team.
Get Amir to come through.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. He's absolutely
Major,
going to be
you know
on
what I'm
it.
saying? Get Major.
No doubt.
So
no doubt.
It definitely could go down.
Right, yeah. And then, once we get the beats from everybody in our circle of people, and then we use all the MCs in our circle of people, now we look at it and we see if we can reach out, get some features.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same way I did our album.
Right.
It was like, just put it together and then like reach out, see what happens.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, reach out, try to get a couple people and then put it out. You know what I'm saying? So, like ideally we can try to shoot for the spring next year in putting it out, but
yeah, I think that's plenty of time.
right, yeah, so that gives us plenty of time for everybody to submit beats, and then we can all sit down and see who's rapping on what and come up with song ideas, take our time, make an album.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. And then so like I think that process is going to get me back into like making music. And like the last thing that I haven't done that I want to do is make a DJ battle album, like my own production,
Right.
with featured artists. You know what I'm saying?
I think that'll be dope.
Yeah.
It's
So like
long
that's
overdue.
like it's funny. I think me and you have talked about this before. Like I've done everything that I ever dreamed of doing, right? But just on a smaller scale.
Right.
Like I wanted to do radio like Flex. but so like I did radio, but
Right.
like I'm not in New York like on Hot 97. But like
Right.
I still did it.
You still did
I
it.
wanted to do mixtapes the way Clue and Tony Touch and
Did
all them
that.
dudes were doing. I had two different mixtape series, and then I wanted to be a DJ
Did
in
that.
a rap group, which
Did
like
that.
I've done a couple times,
Yeah.
man. Like Brown Co.
A few
You
times.
know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brown Co. Hot
Yeah.
Tea.
In
And
Dundee.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I was their DJ and then the Action Inc.
Yeah.
project. And then I've been your DJ for solo
long ass
stuff.
time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that, but then also do a group where like I'm making the beats.
Rapping.
Yeah, and Fuzz rapping. Like I
That's it.
wanted to be in a group in that way. Did that. So now it's like, yo, what's the last thing? Oh yeah, do shows, do big shows.
Yeah.
I've been on stage, Snoop,
lot of
Luda,
people.
Kanye. You know what I'm saying? I've been on stage with all of them.
Yeah.
So it's like I've done that. Man, like Redman, Method Man, Ghostface.
Jizza.
Like, yeah.
Talib Kweli.
Oh
Killer
man.
Mike.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Big Boy, Outkast.
Yeah,
you
Big
know
Boy
what I'm
out.
saying?
Yeah, a lot of people,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, yo, Petey, shout out to Petey. Yo, little brother. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? All our people,
Damn.
like, been on
Shit,
stage with everybody.
Camp Low.
Absolutely.
Rob
Rob with
Stally
Camp Low,
before
a few
Stally,
times.
right before Stally blew up.
Bruh.
Remember that?
show was so dope. Stally,
Yeah.
Styles P, Currency.
Damn.
I mean, so many rappers. You know
There's
what
a
I'm
lot of
saying?
people.
So like, I always wanted to do that. I did that. Work in the studio with, big name artists. Like my biggest was Killer Mike. The song never came out, but like I got his verse. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you can do whatever with that.
I know. Yeah, I should
snap.
just put it out as a snippet and just have that part.
Oh, on your album.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
that's what's up.
Shoot, man, like it'd be crazy if I can get them again. That'd be
Right.
wild. You know what I'm saying?
I bet the price has tripled now.
Yeah, the price has changed.
Golly.
You know what I'm saying? Run the jewels.
Ugh, TV show on Vice.
Oh man, cut it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Bernie are kicking it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Eating
his
soul
man.
food together. And shit.
Yeah.
Isn't Bernie Jewish? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I ain't know Jewish people ate soul food. This is going
Yeah.
the wrong way.
I know, yeah. Stick to the mac and cheese. Because you don't really want to mess with the greens. It's pork and the greens.
Yeah, there's fat back in the greens,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So you can't really do that.
All right, man. Well, look, man, I appreciate you, man.
For sure.
Appreciate you being
I
a
appreciate
guest,
you.
man. No
this
doubt,
is dope.
bro.
Thank you for asking me to do this.
Yes, sir. My pleasure, man. We'll
Yeah.
do another one soon. Jeff Battle, Beyond the Bars and Beats, Fuzz Jacks.
Yes, sir.
And we out.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.